Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy coming to you live once again from the sanctuary, from the Oval Office. DeAndre Swanson here, bringing you the word for today, man. It's the first Friday, okay? The first Friday of a full week of school. And it was a little challenging, I'm not going to lie, but it was very rewarding. I had some really good interactions today with our students, man, and really feel blessed and fortunate to be doing what it is that I'm doing, up here at old Eisenhower Middle School. I take a great deal of pride, and I'm very happy to be servicing these kids, man. And so today's word is going to kind of play into a little bit of a narrative that's unfolded here in our local community. And I want to talk specifically about that, but also kind of be indirect enough that I don't necessarily get myself into any trouble. And so those who can read between the lines will understand more about what it is that I'm actually talking about than those who may just be watching this video casually. But I think it'll serve purposes for everybody on both sides of the coin, because the knowledge ought to definitely be profitable. So our word for today is misinformation. Okay, misinformation. There are a lot of us that are living our lives in today's day and time, myself included. I, probably have fallen victim to this as well, to misinformation. And a lot of times we never really consider the sources of information. You kind of just go off of secondhand knowledge or what somebody told you, almost kind of rumor mill, hearsay kind of stuff. And man, that can be very dangerous. And one thing that I'm learning about, as I continue my own personal journey and my own growth, man, is to consider these sources. Where is this information coming from? How can I vet what I'm hearing and what's going on and all that other type of stuff? And then here's a real big one. It's a real big one. And I feel like this needs to be said. Sometimes, man, you just need to stay in your own lane, really, and kind of mind your own business. And that's something that I'm really working real hard at myself, because I have a certain role, a certain niche that's kind of carved out for me. And man, when I start trying to do other people's jobs and mind other people's business, it almost always turns into something that, that's more trouble than what it's actually worth. And so it's easy enough, or it's hard enough for me to do my own job and kind of stay in my own little bubble and take care of the things that I'm responsible for, man. And so a lot of times I kind of fall back on just taking care of the things that are my responsibilities, and not feeding into being misinformed or feeding into negative situations, man. Information or misinformation travels so fast with the advent of social media, and I'm as guilty as anybody else. I like being on Facebook. I got an Instagram account. I don't have a bunch of other stuff, but I definitely try to tap in with people, reach out and touch people. And so there's definitely opportunities for me to kind of be misinformed. But one thing is for sure, and two things is for certain. I'm gonna always go levels deeper and try to figure out exactly what the truth is. And instead of, or as opposed to taking a narrative or some story that I heard from somebody and just taking that and running with that. And man, one thing that I try to teach these kids, because I think a lot of times they fall victim to this stuff. Such and such said this about you. Such and such said that about you. And the truth of the matter is, man, is that you need to understand who you are as a person, and having a firm understanding and a firm knowledge of who you are, man, it will keep you from making mistakes and chasing after validation and chasing after some type of fake machismo, or trying to prove that you're somebody that you're not, all to some people who may be believing a lie about you in the first place. And man, sometimes the best thing that you can do, the best reply that you can have, is no reply at all. Man, just stand firm and stand pat in who you are, and let that misinformation be just that. Let it misguide, let it misdirect, and let people keep guessing, man, and let that add to your mystique, and let that add to some of the mystery behind who you actually really are. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of times people say things and people try to bring things to pass in other people's lives, man, and they have no idea how powerful those people are. And a lot of folks will never understand the power of silence. Okay, the power of just being quiet and minding your own. So there it is, misinformation. Don't be misinformed. Dig deeper. Try to go get to the sources. Find out some real truth behind whatever it is that people may or may not be saying and what they may or may not be talking about. Okay, don't be one of these people out here running around misinformed, okay, looking a certain type of way because you didn't do your homework. I'm gonna holler at y'all. We love y'all. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And as always, you know how we do it. Peace.